Welcome one and all to episode number 10 from the Pichonnie Valley. This is the final episode of part 1, and I don't actually know if there's going to be a part 2 or not. We're a little bit undecided on that currently. Well, what we ended up getting into in the last one was we've got some grass bales made here. We're finishing up making them. We also, as you saw, are working on a big field of hay. And all of this is to make sure that our cows actually can eat. Now, there is an update incoming to the Pichonnie Valley, and there's a good chance that it's already out by the time you're watching this. So, if you're curious, I'm actually on the previous version of the map, the release version number 1. So I don't have any new things, no changes, no nothing happening with this map. So that's that. But I still want to make sure that we get all of the work that we set out to do done. So from that, we've got the silage bales that will be these. I do have a mod installed that automatically makes anything that you wrap silage. So as soon as we make these, we will get silage. We don't have to sit around and wait on it. And then we will also have the hay as well, but we are going to incorporate a new trick in order to get the hay. Very cool. We are gonna be adding in the pro baler version. Yeah. Oh, yes. Get it, grab it, got it, good. That's what I'm talking about. Also, we are running low on square bale twine, so I need some of that. We're not going to use this yet, but we will be utilizing it soon. What we need to do is go ahead and make some of these silage bales so that our cows can eat, baby. Well, at least we got this now. That's good. Oh, do I not have super strength enabled? I guess not. There we go. Well, we've got it. That way I won't forget it now. Let's rock, baby. Wicked, yeah. Now, if you missed the last episode when I got this, it is the Yeet wrapper. Boy, does it go. It is from Chris and Riley, as you would expect, and it is the Colossus version. Let's see what happens here. Good boy. I need that bell back. Can I have that? I need that bell. Oh, give me that bell. There we go. Got it. We're good. You got to be careful. If you yeet these bills too much, they will go off into the distance, and you got to be careful. Even with a regular bell wrapper, we run into some serious problems, so we want to make sure that we have zero problems here, so we'll keep the bells away from each other. Uh-oh, we got a cow out. I think the nav mesh is it's a little bit different. Oh boy, we'll have to make sure we get that cow back in his pen. I think that's all the bales. Best thing to do, at least that I normally do, is I just fly over real quick, and if anything looks out of place, like these, normally I do white bales just so I can see them easier, but yeah, it looks like we're all good. I think that's the last time that we're gonna need the bell wrapper. If I find any grass bales, I will just get over it, I guess. There we go. So that is one done. We still need to pick these up, and that is gonna be done with an auto loader. Also, I haven't checked. These silage, right? Crop type, grass, field, bale, me, silage. Hey, all right. Just a quick update on the tedder. Here is where they are, and it does look like they are getting everything perfect. Man, I tell you what, it's a big field. It's a very big field. Last time I was in here, I pointed the tongue of this trailer right. Perfect. Yeah, there it is. That poor cedar, man. That thing is, the weight is really weird with that. Let's customize. Let's come in here. Folding mechanism. Yes. Auto load. Also, yes. And I think that's it, right? Yeah. Bam. Boom. Got it. Now we'll hook back up. And let's see, we're in operating position currently. You guys are curious where we're at. And now we'll go into transport position. And we should just be able to pick up these bells. Why is that over there? I did not like that. Reset, load, there we go. All right, now we're fine. Oh, this is loading up weird. Look at this, it's kind of stacking. Oh, that is peculiar, to say the least. Usually it gets like a whole flat level, but I don't know, this could be beneficial. This could be beneficial. Not for us, but maybe for you guys. If you're like me, maybe you like to stack up your bales, and doing it this way might allow you to stack them in a single place a little bit easier. I think, yeah. I mean, that'd definitely be one way of doing it. It just makes the front of the trailer a little bit heavier than you would expect it to be. But I guess that's all right. I didn't actually count and see how many bales we got, but I think we're going to have too many for one trip. So we may have to come back and do a second trip. Or not. Where are these other bales going to go? On top again? Oh, man. All right, so there's 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I got room for one more. Don't tell me I made enough. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Ah! Let's see how this tractor does going uphill. She doing fine? I think she doing just fine. This is a pretty cool setup. I did try and go with some French equipment because this is, well, it's in France, to be fair. I tried to go with some French equipment, and I think we've done a pretty good job. Maybe not all of it, but some. I think we did pretty good. I have definitely enjoyed playing on the map. There's still a lot that I want to do. I feel like the first 10 or 15 episodes, there's really not a lot that goes on. Let's see, let's go and drop that there, and let's see where the trigger is for the silage. It's on the ground, isn't it? Yep. All right, well, let's load up, I guess. There's that. Now we need to get these bales. We got one up there that just doesn't want to behave. I got all of them except for that one. Of course I did, man. Of course I did. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I have a sneaky suspicion that it's not. So let's put this, let's see here. Can I just get that bale to fall in there already? Come on. I know there's a trigger right there. And get over there. This isn't working. Whatever is going on, the trigger is not wanting to pick it up. Hey, we got it. All right. So we'll drop the bales here, and then slowly but surely, there we go. Yes. Hey. All right. And now we will load these up. We will do the exact same thing. Bring them over. Ooh, the bales like to fly a little bit. We'll drop those there, and slowly but surely, they will load in. And there we go. They're loaded in. And we'll take a look, double check. Silage, 282,000 liters. Sweet. So now we're gonna go make some hay bales, and I'm gonna drop off my bale trailer down here. I don't know if that's the best place to put it, but that's where I'm gonna put it. And we are gonna utilize this baler the way that it is. Oh, I'm kind of excited. I did the mod preview of the Quadra Pro baler pack, but I haven't been able to actually do anything with it. So kind of excited. All right, there we go. Loading up with our square bale twine. We are good to go. And we are still set on 240 centimeter square bales. Now, would this be easier with a loading wagon? Yes, a whole lot easier with a loading wagon. Oh, did he just finish too? Dude, he just finished. Yes, all right. We'll do kind of a quick once over just to make sure he didn't miss nothing. That all looks good over here on the edge. Check that. That all looks good. I think we are ready to go. Quit trying to hire workers. Now I gotta remember how to open this thing up. I know, let's see, we got that. We've got the lower. Let's see. And then we bring this down. Yeah, there we go. And it goes to a certain point, and then one more click. Down it goes. I don't remember what they're working with. It says it's 14. We'll see if that's right or not. 14's probably enough to just run a single headland. Turn it on and come through. Okie dokie. Yeah. Oh man, it's so nice not to have to come through here with a windrower. There's our first hay bale. We got a little bit of ghosting going on there with the artifacts, but that's fine. Usually they're fine if you go from like above. From down below, sometimes they like to hang out a little bit. But still, Very good. So we made 30 grass bales that turned into silage. So we'll have to see how many of these bales we make. That's bale number 3 right there. Is that right? Well, that's 3. There we go. That's 3. This is the toughest part, honestly, is trying to get around the bales that you've already made. Just so you can do this. Matter of fact, probably going back and forth was a better idea than trying to run a headland. We may want to come through and pick up the bales on the outside, because that is not going to be fun. This windrow is going to get all up in my way. Ooh, I didn't think about that. But this is super cool. Check this out. Ah, that's awesome. Ooh, I'm learning something new. The windrow also picks up backwards with this as well. So windrow's in if you're going backwards, but the baler doesn't pick up backwards. Interesting. I guess the baler wouldn't if the windrow's going backwards too, huh? I didn't think about that part. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We've got that all done. We're gonna turn this off. We're going to force unload the bales that we've got. I guess we'll just leave that sitting there. Now this is gonna turn into our bale trailer, and we're gonna go get all the bales that we made around the headland. Usually you can just snag a bale off of there. There we go. Nice. Now I don't know how many of these I made. I guess I could find out. We made 14 of them. Not quite 30, but you know, just for the headland, I think we did okay. Bam! There we go. So now, all we gotta do is do a little bit of back and forth dancing on this field to make a whole bunch more of these hay bales. Turn them on and get it going. Yeah! Man, I think we're doing all right. Here's what the field's looking like so far. I do think it's cool that this just works so we don't have to be in there right now. You could, I guess, hire a worker with this. I'm not. Oh, we missed a little bit. Boo. Well, that's all right. We'll leave it be. We could, I guess, hire a worker with this, but I'm not going to. I enjoy doing this job. Grass work is kind of my thing in Farm Sim. So, yeah, we'll just keep doing this. So one thing that I did do, this was set at 14 meters, and I was starting to miss a little bit here and there. So what I've done is I just moved it down to 13 meters, and I did have to kind of realign a little bit. As you can see, we're not quite in line with where we were, but this line now, this row, will be. And you can see we've got just a little bit of overlap on each side. I think this is better. We don't have to come through and hit another row twice. Sure, we're missing out on one row every 14 we do, but we're also not missing anything. So there's that. I don't know if I would recommend doing this for you. You may have something that happens different, but for me, for the Quadra Pro, setting it at 13 meters, as you can see, I'm having no issues now, which is good. Very, very good. Oh, cut the corner. Oh, we missed a little bit. That's all right. Let's back it up. Back it up, back it up. Oh, of course. Of course it just jackknifes into there. Hey, we got it. All right, all right. Back to normal. And here we are. Well, it says we're up to 71 bales. Let's see what happens when we empty these out. Get on off of that thing. There we go. We are up to 73. Hey, which means we made 43 bales. That is quite a few. Back over in the hayfield, and I do think that maybe, just maybe, this tractor doesn't do as good of a job pulling a big, heavy trailer as our Valtra did. So we will give our poor Lamborghini a break. This Lambo has gone through so much today and done so much extra work. We'll give him a little bit of a break, and we'll just swap it out for the Valtra here in just a second. I can pick up these bells. Did I really miss that one? Come on now, don't be missing bells. Got it. Don't know if this is going to cause any trouble or not, but here we go. We'll swap these out. Yeah, we got just a little bit more power in our... No, wrong tractor. There we go. We got a little bit more power in the Valtra. It's a little bit bigger, weighs a little bit more, so we've just got a little bit more heft to it. Also, we've got rear weights on here, which kind of helps everything sit low. All right, let's see if we can do this one more time here. Take that, fold, unload, get them to the side, drop, and some of the bales will go, and they are. Hopefully those that stack are gonna go too. Oh, tell me they go. Hey, well, kinda, didn't they? Load those up, and we'll unload these. Boop, just like so. and loading up. Nice. Let's go do it again. I guess to be fair, there really wasn't a whole lot left on this field, was there? Is this it? Is that everybody? We'll take a quick look, sneaky peek, double check, make sure no bells are on the field, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. All done. Okay, cool. So now we got to figure out what in the world we are gonna do. What we've got is a TMR mixer that is just absolutely stacked full at this point of TMR, or will be, especially day after today, or day after day after day. We're gonna have a lot of manure in there as well, but we're not getting that because for some reason the tools that I'm using to get the manure are not working the way I would expect for whatever reason. Not sure what's up with that. I don't think it has anything to do with the map. I think it's all to do with me, so don't you worry about that. We also have quite a few productions that are doing stuff for us right now. We'll pop in here, take a look. Looks like we need some mineral feed. Oh, did we get, how much hay did we end up getting? Okay, we got a little bit more, so we're at 343,000 liters of hay. So we got about what it said we would get. Actually, I think we got a little bit more. Silage is on point. We're good there. Plenty of straw. We have more straw than we know what to do with, so we're okay there. I think at this point, because we're kind of like just gonna let everything run out, it's really how much are the cows going to make us over the next few days or weeks or months. We're gonna have a lot of TMR. So in order to make a few adjustments here, we're gonna load this guy up with straw because I'm pretty sure we have more straw than we know what to do with in here. Yeah, we do. We have plenty. While that loads up, let's go over here. Let's set a purchase point for stuff. Let's see, right about there, that'll work. And let's have a few things delivered, AKA not silage additive. Where's the thingy for cows at? Here we go, we'll get some mineral feed. I don't know if 8 of these is too much or not. They're gonna take them? Nope. It made them way too far over. That's all right, we know how to fix this. Boop, 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 and one more boop. There we go. Okay, we're good there. We got some mineral feed in. Doesn't use a lot of mineral feed, but probably wouldn't hurt to have, I don't know, another set of that. Let's just go ahead and buy some of that real quick. See, mineral feed right here, 8 more. Got them. And now with this one, we're actually gonna grab these and just kick them in. Yeah, there we go. Half the work, twice as much something. So now at this point, it's really just how well have we prepared our cows? It is currently November in year 1, so we've gone August, September, October, November. Really not far into it at all. And I think we're gonna have way more food than we possibly know what to do with. And I'm cool with that. So let's start ticking away the days. Oh yeah, and we've got stuff for our chickens too, don't we? I didn't even think about this. Oi, chickens, where you at? This might actually be a good reason to use the red rock. She's a little bit heavy. For some reason, my bucket doesn't know that it doesn't weigh anything. I don't know what's happened. I have made a detrimental error at some point when putting this bucket together. Maybe I should just leave it to the professionals. Oh, I can't even get to the chickens. Oh, this sucks. We've made it. But at what cost? Here we go. Go up and in. Yes. Very nice indeed. We'll just kind of leave that there, I guess. Hopefully we've gotten enough done. Did it fill up? It filled up. Hang on a minute. Chickens. Oh, just barely, almost, like there's 5 liters left. That's it. Okay, cool. Make time go bye-bye. Make time go bye-bye. Here we go. All right, we did absolutely incredible overnight. As you can see, we're up to $162,000 currently, and that is all thanks to, over here, these guys. We are making the stuff, we're making bread, and on top of all of that, our milk. The milk is done wonderful. absolutely wonderful. Because we have gotten so far into this now, I think what I want to try to do is place this guy down. This should act as a bit of a expansion from manure and slurry and the milk, and hopefully deliver some of those things for us. This is from the lazy distribution. This should just kind of like, what's the best way to do it? Oh, does the trigger not work on this? I forgot the trigger doesn't work on that. All right, we'll come over here to the list. Here we go. Where are we at? Lazy distribution here. So we will need to load this up, but it should work after that. We do have a few things around. I guess I could also delete the other bits and bobs that work. So let's see. Let's manure selling, milk we want to distribute, and then slurry is going to be set to selling as well. And we want to activate, and activate. So that's that. That should help us out. Well, not with all of those, but some of those. So for example, like this slurry container here has 74,000 liters in it. So there is that. We probably also need to get rid of this silo, but it's got a bunch of straw in it. Let's see, how much straw? Why does it have hay in it? That shouldn't have hay in there. Why is there so much hay in that? When did we make that much hay? All right, well, I'm not going to delete that. I guess whatever happens with the slurry and the digestate, we'll just let that be. However, with the milk, this is what we really want to be selling. Can we straighten that up a little bit? There we go. I've got the axle blocker on so that I could just simply back it up over here. Oh, I could dump the milk this far away. Okay, cool. There we go. So now that should show up in here, and it has. Sweet. I wonder if I could do the same thing with the slurry. Can I just give it a try? Slurry, 82,000 liters. Let's see what happens. This is, at this point, it's like, I wonder what will happen if I do this. That's where we're at currently, because the series as it is done. So now it's just doing funny stuff, trying to find something that's interesting. All right, there we go. So we had 82,000 liters of slurry in there. We're gonna bring this over here and we're gonna dump this in here. But I am curious, do we still have slurry over here? No, we don't. I talked to Black Sheep Bonding because I was a little bit confused because there's like multiple places where the manure shows up. Like here, for example, there's manure in there, I think. There's manure in here. There's a lot of manure in there, to be fair. There's a little bit of this and a little bit of that all over the place. And that's cool. I'm just having a hard time understanding some of it. I don't know what goes where. I guess we could delete that liquid manure tank, but it's not going to do anything because it's connected, so... Oh well, I think that's probably about as far as I care to take all of that. So we'll just back this up to the manure, or the milk, sorry, right there. And we'll go from there. Food, 116,000 out of 150. I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we set ourselves up for success greatly set ourselves up for success. We've done... Alrighty, we've already doubled our money again overnight. Let's see, taking a look at this. Manure is going into it, thank goodness. Slurry is as well. It does look like milk is going in. However, if we come over here, it's actually not. So we will have to continue loading up the milk, but I honestly think this is probably a little bit much. I think we did overdo it a bit. We would have made way too much money like immediately the next night. Tell you what, the milk on this map, overpowered. Way overpowered. Way too much. Way too much. How much slurry? 25,000 liters overnight? Jeez. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Also, we've made 680 some thousand liters of TMR, if you're curious. Apparently, it has snowed and it is beautiful, and my textures are slowly trying to catch up. Chickens have made a whole bunch of eggs, apparently, so we need to move these out of the way. There we go. I know, I hear you guys. I hear y'all chickening in there. Actually, you know what? I think there's something that could help us with the chickens too, isn't there? Yeah, lazy distribution for eggs. I forgot about this. So we could actually take this and put it in here, and any eggs that fall should just do their thing. So we could come in here. We already have 1,000 liters of eggs that have gone in there. It's set to storing now, but what we could actually do is change this to selling, activate it. Now, put these eggs back in, and all the eggs that we get will sell. Lazy distribution's the best, man. Y'all wonder why that's like in one of the top like 5 mods ever? Because look at that. There's 6,000 liters of eggs in there, and guess what's going to happen? It's going to sell them all. I don't have to do anything. Also, since you've been here, the silage is actually what has ceased production on the TMR. If you were curious, I am also curious in here. It doesn't look like our bakery is doing anything anymore, nor is the mill. So we can actually find these places and we could sell them, right? I gotta remember how to do this. I think it's sell from leasing. Yeah, that's it. That's how we got rid of that. And then we need to visit this place as well. Click that. And then, uh-oh. Can I not click anywhere? Ruh-roh, Raggy. I don't know if I could get rid of this one or not. It'll let me upgrade it, which is really silly. Oh no. All right, so apparently according to the mod, if you click on it, there we go. Sell leasing of the mill. Yes, but I didn't think it should give me that much money. I didn't do anything. Oh, you know what? I think it's probably interfered whenever I went in and like was checking out settings. Yeah, but we don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm still leasing the production here. Actually, a lot of milk has gone in, so that's great. We could probably upgrade this. 385 grand? No, let's not worry about that. Although, now that I've gone onto that menu, it's this way, right? Nope, it's over here. I don't... I can't click on anything, man. It's not letting me click on nothing. I don't know how any of this works. I am intent on going through an entire year in here. It's pretty common for me to barely get through anything in a certain amount of time. So let's come in here. Let's load this up the rest of the way. Got it. And I think I'm gonna have to actually drive forward, aren't I? I hate this so much. I think about the only way to actually do this properly is just throw the bucket on the ground, but it's working. And we'll go ahead and give whatever this is left. Chickens get that. Perfect. All right, so chickens are good. Eggs are selling constantly, which is great. And we get to make money off the chickens every time they sell. We are making a lot of stuff in here. We're getting a whole bunch. So food is full. Milk, we keep getting $15,000 or 15,000 liters every single day. We got a lot of manure. We got a lot of slurry. Some of it is selling. Some of it is not. I get the sneaky suspicion what is not is going in here. Nope, still 20,000 liters of manure in there. Interesting. And there used to be more. Oh, there was wheat in here. There's still a bunch of hay, though. I don't know how I got that much. And the production still, it doesn't seem like we can get through this milk fast enough. So I'm currently leasing this, but I don't know how to get through it. What happens if I upgrade a lease? Nothing. Nothing happens. We just have it. Course. At least that should speed the process up. I also think it's pretty clear that if you do any type of cattle on this map and you go through with that stuff that I've done, which was, to be fair, not a lot, I think you will be just fine. we made a pile of money without doing anything. Almost overnight, we made back all the money that we spent upgrading that. That's great. That's fantastic, man. Just to kind of make things a little bit easier on myself as well, we're going to come in here and we're going to place down one of those and two of those. Bam. So now all of our TMR should go to that with the cow feed. As a matter of fact, we probably didn't need to put down two of them. I'm gonna delete one of these because we don't need to have two in there. Let's see, lazy cow feed distribution. Yeah, all right, that's better. That's probably gonna be better. All right, set this to storing. We need to activate Straw's really not gonna need to do much because Straw's doing its thing. As a matter of fact, we can deactivate that now. But TMR, we need that, and we need this to be set to distributing now. So let's set this, change the output to distributing, and that should now come to here, which will then drop it off into our cow feed. Should do that anyway. All right, moving on. After a little bit of time, this should pop up. I'm going to maybe fast forward a bit of time just to see, do we get some pallets that start to spawn? I don't know if it spawns like every hour. It should spawn at least at the hour. There we go. Alrighty, so that's gonna fill that up nicely. Let's see, TMR, oh gosh, it's already full, 250,000 liters over there in that. Telling you, man, telling you, it is one awesome way to do it. Chickens still looking all right, however, their food is going downhill rapidly, and cattle looking all right. A lot of slurry, plenty of manure, more straw than we know what to do with. So I think now we're just kind of on autopilot. Yeah. Although we still need to load up on milk every day. So there's that. I realize that I'm just being ridiculous at this point. One thing I wanted to do was I wanted to avoid having anything in the silo when it was all said and done. And I do know that there's a lot of hay in there, but also I know we've got quite a bit of manure, and we do not need to be dumping out of the grain door for manure. There we go. We'll do regular tipper. There we go. That's more like it. I got to figure out how in the world to get all that manure out of in where we've got it. I think I've got a couple ideas. So if we jump over here to telehandler tools, I should have something in here. Maybe this one, universal shovel with camera. This has capacity up to 106,000 liters. It's not too bad. Let's lease one, and then we'll find this guy. Yeah, we don't need to be over here anymore. Now, if I remember correctly, this bucket is comically large, so be ready. All right, well, good news. We got it. Bad news. It's in here. I think I can get in here with it. Hey, there we go. If I can get the manure out with this, I will be very, very happy because I did not code my bucket appropriately for it to actually work. Let's see here. Bring it down. Start filling. It shouldn't weigh anything. If it does, I'm gonna blame this telehandler, and I don't want to because I love this telehandler. We'll just leave that sitting for now. Let's see. Slurry, we've got that filled up. I need to move this guy out of the way because I don't think we're gonna need to use this tipper for anything anymore, so we'll just drop that there, I guess. I also need to move the hay from the silo, which I didn't know I had a bunch of hay in a silo. We'll move that over here to the TMR mixer. This is just a ridiculous, like, just everything that we're up to, trying to get rid of all the products that we made, which means we made too many products. Way too much. All right, where's hay? And why is there so much in here? There's so much straw. Why is there so much of all of that in here? You know what? Nah, man. Nah. We're just gonna sell this silo. We're gonna sell it with the hay and with the straw in it. We can't use it for anything now, so there's no point. We will just come in here, wait for that to finish. There we go. And now we sell that. And now we've made some money off of it. So that's less products that we have to worry about. We'll drop that there. We'll come over here. That's filled up with some slurry, and we'll keep going. We got May, so June and July, and into August, so 2 more months. 3, 3 more months. All right, so we got $1.5 million. I have not cheated in anything other than trying to get stuff taken care of. We probably would have made a lot more money if we would have kept the hay and the straw that we had. We probably could have made more from it just from selling it. This thing's pretty cool, man. That stores a lot of slurry. We had way more TMR than we could possibly have used. The cows seem to be pretty happy about things. They've been chowing it up. And in here, we've got about 14,000 liters of manure left on the floor. And I don't think this is going to be able to pick it all up. So there is that. Speaking of, we still have so much milk over here in this production. Like I could keep upgrading this thing for days, and I don't think it's going to keep up with what we've got going on. So we probably need to buy like 2 of those at this point. But the good thing is, this is almost full. Of course. Moment of truth, though. Is it too heavy? Nope. That means I made a mistake in my bucket modding. Let's just go ahead and dump this in here. That way, at least we've done it. And unfortunately, it's a rainy day for the end of the series. It has been fun. I think if I had to go back, I'd probably spend a little bit less time focusing on the cattle and maybe a little bit more time focusing on some of the newer productions. It's definitely easy to get caught up just doing the same thing over and over and over again. There's also a fish farm over here, which I really didn't even look at, except for the mod preview. So that would definitely be something that I would focus on a little bit more. There's a lot going on over there. I think you guys would have a lot of fun with that as well. Plus, all around this map, there are way more farms than just the one that we were on, though that is the main one, and it's based off of a real-life area, so, I think we did okay. But, nonetheless, that is going to be it for this one. I'm not sure if the series will be returning or not. If it does, I will keep you updated. If it doesn't, well, then we will see you on some kind of North American USA map, probably one from Celobuki next. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one.